When I was 16, I was formally diagnosed with anxiety and depression and also post-traumatic stress disorder. Um, so it definitely affected my life before that, but that's when I went to a psychiatrist and got started on prescription medication. And it pretty much affects every part of my life. I'm at a point now where like my daily functioning is pretty good, and I really thank modern medicine for that, but as well as coping mechanisms and like the people around me. But it's definitely impacted me since I was a kid, and it's genetic, so it's impacted my whole family. I just sort of went through like very like dramatic instances every few years, the way people do, and they shaped the way I deal with my daily life, and also just with like schoolwork and making friends and where I'm living and who I'm talking to and like the way I interact with my family. I had like an issue a few years ago with a medication where I was given the wrong medication by a medical practitioner who basically knew that what they were doing was not what they were supposed to be doing, but didn't entirely care because of the money involved, that this is the medication that we're offering now, and didn't tell me that it was going to affect me differently. And that really just changed my whole life. And they didn't care if people were sick, and they didn't care if people were going to hurt themselves. And I ended up taking a year off of school because my the imbalance chemically in my brain just wasn't working after that. I couldn't go back on the normal medication for me and have it work the same. It wasn't working, and I needed to go under further personal and mental evaluation with my doctor and with my family to get on track. And I never planned on dropping out of school. That was not ever in the picture, and it just happened. You're not letting anybody down. That's something that I felt a lot through the years, is that I was letting my friends down because they would say, like, promise me you won't hurt yourself or something, and then I just felt like, I was letting my friends down, I was letting my parents down, especially when I wasn't in school. I felt like a failure, and like, this is, my parents must be ashamed of me, and you're not letting anyone down, you're not letting yourself down. I always felt sort of guilty, feeling like, oh, I only made it an hour, or I only made it a day, or something like that, and you're not like letting yourself down because you can't, you don't have control over it. I think it's really important to have art that talks about experiences with mental health, and I think Next to Normal does a very good job of just normalizing, like, what, so to speak, what is the day-to-day life of people with mental illness, and then also people who just live in a family where they're affected by mental illness. I still hear people just like throw around the word bipolar like it's a way to describe like how you're feeling that day or the weather or something, and I don't have bipolar disorder, but I feel like that's not really a great comparison. It just doesn't make a lot of sense.